Today, I'm going to show you one of the biggest mistakes people make when growing watermelon. Before we get started, I want to let you know that this video is being sponsored by RainPoint. I'm setting up my watermelon watering system, expanding my drip irrigation system, and installing a RainPoint timer to keep these plants watered consistently all through the growing season. And the reason why I'm expanding the drip irrigation system, because this is one new plot, and I have two other new plots as well, so I got to make the expansion. Lots of gardeners think that growing a large watermelon is all about fertilizer, but the truth is, if you are inconsistent with your watering, you are stressing your plant. That means that you are slowing down the growth and you are jeopardizing the size of your harvest. By the end of this video, you will see exactly how I'm setting up my watermelon patch, and you'll know why consistent watering is one of the biggest secrets to growing healthy watermelon plants. All right, so let's go. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is watering based on convenience instead of plant needs. So that means they will come out one day and water very deeply, and then for the next 3 or 4 days, they skip it. And then based on convenience, they come out, hey, I need to water again. And then they repeat that pattern and then add that deep watering. And so that cycle creates the stress. And so remember, in order to have good, healthy plants, the watermelon plants need the moisture to be consistent throughout. And doing it that way is not keeping it consistent, and therefore you're harming the plant. So when plants are consistently drying out and then being soaked again, they're spending energy recovering instead of growing. That's why I'm making changes to these beds today. The first thing I gotta do is I gotta take up the old fabric, landscaping fabric, and I am going to put some more fabric down, but this right here was the wrong one because it doesn't let rain go through, and I want to make sure that my entire garden is getting the rainwater so that my whole area will be moist, and that's going to be good for the actual plant. Now the other reason is, just think about it, when I put the new fabric down, I'm going to have this over top of my drip tape, and it's going to keep the plants a lot cooler from underneath so it doesn't get too steamy. Now it's time to improve our drip system, and I'm putting the drip tape out even more. So once again, that I put the water exactly where I want it at the root zone, and to make sure when the vines spread that they're gonna have consistent moisture. One thing I did do, the ground looks a little wet. I noticed that I had some vole activity, so I sprayed the castor oil out, and so I got it broadcast all the way out to try to get the voles to not be in this area, because this is the area for my in-ground watermelon plant right here. So that's why I sprayed heavily. All right, so here's what I need right now. This is the hole puncher, this is the emitter, and this is the end cap. So I said I'm gonna put them about a foot apart. Now I'm just eyeballing it. So I'm gonna go ahead, make my hole right here. Once I got the hole in there, I'm just going to insert this in just like that. Make sure I hear that snap. And now I got to go get the drip tape. All right, so I have my emitters face up. This is the front side, that's the back. All I'm gonna do is get it and slide this over this little hole right here, and you wanna slide it all the way up. Once you slide it all the way up, you're gonna turn the green knob all the way down. If I pull on it, it's gonna be nice and tight, it's not coming out. And that's how you do it. Now I'm gonna show you how to put the end piece on so that the water doesn't come out the other end, because that would be bad. All right, you take the small end, all right, you're gonna slide the drip tape through it like that, and you want a couple inches to come out, because you are gonna fold this like 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna go 3 times and flatten it out, and then you're gonna slide it back in the fat part, and then you're gonna pull it like this, and that is going to make sure that the water does not come out. All right, so hopefully when you see me next, I'll have all this complete, and then we can talk about the timer and how I'm going to water, how often I'm going to water these plants. Great news, the drip system is already in place. So let me go ahead and show you the water timer from RainPoint. This is the 2-zone water timer. Now, the reason why I like using timers like this is because it takes all the guesswork out of watering your garden. I don't have to say, oh, did I water one day? I got it automatically set. The next reason is it is a simple setup. Just put it to the main water source and add the hoses. And the last reason why I love it, this thing saved my garden last year. I went away on a vacation and I had to water my watermelon patch. And remember, I grew a giant watermelon that was 69 pounds. That doesn't happen if I don't have it watered, because it kept my garden nice and green when I was away on vacation. So if you're going on vacation or you want to have that ease in your mind that it's going to be automatically watering my garden so you don't forget, then this right here is definitely going to be a helper. But let me go ahead and show you how easy it is to program this water timer for my needs. Let's go. Now, I've already put the AA batteries in the back. So what we have to do now, we have to teach this system how to open and close the valve. So right now it's on off. We're gonna turn it to on. And you see the manual button, you're gonna press it till it starts blinking. All right, so now it's blinking. I'm going to hit OK. You should hear the click. Now I'm gonna turn it off. And you heard the click. So we gotta do this 3 to 5 times for this zone, and then I gotta come back and do that 3 to 5 times for that zone. So let me go ahead and do that now. All right, so the timer already knows how to open and close the valve. So I've already set the clock. So we need to start with the start time so that I can go ahead and let this thing know when it's time to water my garden. So I'm gonna water my garden area for 1 hour. Let me go ahead and get back to the minutes, take it down to 0. All right, so I'm gonna hit OK. And then I go to how often. Now, how often lets you know if I want it to water every day. If I take it down, it could be every 12 hours, every 11 hours. I don't want to do that just yet. So I'm gonna go every 2 days for right now. And then I hit OK. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back to on. All right, so it's going to let me know that it's going to water at 6 a.m. and then it's going to take every 2 days to water the garden. Now let's say if I want to water my garden right now, all I gotta do is hit the manual button until it starts to blink, and then I can go ahead and set it for however minutes I want, and then all I have to do now is hit OK, and then if I had the water on, it's going to go ahead and start watering my garden. All right, so you can use that feature. Check this feature out. You got 24 hours, 48 hours, you got 72 hours. This is the delay button. So if I want my watering to start 2 days after it rains or 3 days, I get to decide. So I'm gonna say 2 days. So I'm gonna hit OK. And so now I already got a 2-hour delay just in case it rains so I don't double water my garden. All right, so that's neat. All right, so don't forget to turn your water on. Even though it's not watering the garden yet, we got to have the water turned on. All right, so I want to check out my drip system, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the manual button, and I'm gonna water for 25 minutes. So I'm gonna hit OK. You hear the click, and now it's watering the garden, and we're gonna go check it out. Before we go check out the drip system, just remember that watermelon growers, we need consistency. So if you're always busy, or if you're traveling, you'll have long work hours, or you sometimes forget to water your garden, this system right here is going to make sure that your watering schedule stays on track. That is the reason why I installed this system to help me out. If you want to learn more about the RainPoint watering system, I'll put the link down in the description, or you can check out your local Walmart because they're being sold there. And if you want to be a part of the RainPoint community, I'll put the invitation code up so that you can have a chance to win some prizes. So let's go check out my patch. All right, look at that plant. It is loving its new environment, and check it out. The drip system, the water is going down to the root zone, not wasting any water, and it's putting the water exactly where this plant needs it. And we don't have to worry about risking getting wet over top, causing disease issues, just like the rest of the plants. They're getting watered too. This one is a little slow behind the other melons, but this system is definitely going to help these melon plants. I am so happy that I have my watermelon patch back on a watering schedule with the timer. They're gonna be so excited and happy just like me. Now let me go ahead and talk to you about how I water. Now I know you just saw that I put the plants on every 2 days that I will water for an hour, but I will still come out and check. If the soil is dry, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit the automatic button or with the manual button to water the plant. All right, because number one, I'm in a raised bed. If you are in a raised bed, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you're gonna have to water even more because they're gonna dry out. And if you're in a hot climate like me, it is going to require you to water or you're going to hurt the plant. Now, if you are in an in-ground area, you won't have to water as much, but you still need to come out, take your finger. If it's dry in the first inch, then hey, I need to go ahead and water my plant. All right, so that is what I look for. And your soil type, it matters. If I had clay soil, then chances are I wouldn't be watering that often because that clay soil is going to hold that water, hold that moisture in, and you don't want to waterlog it. Now, I know I put the black cow in this one and it is in a raised bed and I know it drains well, so I already know that I got to water more. So I can't tell you, hey, water every 2 days, water every 3 days. What I can tell you is come out, take your finger, check it. If it's moist, hey, you don't need to water that day. If it's dry, you got to add the water to it. And when I get the big melon on this plant, I already know I may have to go to watering twice a day due to the heat like I did last year, but it all depends on your situation. All right, so keep that in mind. Today we've expanded our drip system to cover all the new beds that we've added, and we've added the RainPoint Timer to make sure that these plants get exactly what they need on a schedule. Having that schedule is going to be key to getting those big monster melons. I love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments how your watermelon plants are growing, and let me know the type of watermelons that you are growing. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video right over here.